Hey, everybody, it's another episode of the Mean Boys podcast. Pat Barker joins us again in the studio.
Whoop, whoop.
A rare member of the Five Timers Club.
Yeah, man, he fucking, most people tap out after two.
Yeah. That's right.
I guess. I
They
don't know.
sure do.
Maybe like a sex thing or something?
Yeah, that works. Pat was a ton of fun. Listen to his podcast, Pat and Jeff Like Sports. That's what it's called. Right?
Who could care?
Yeah, Pat and Jeff, no, you're not coming. That's what it's called.
I will reluctantly Google it so I can put a link to it in the show notes. So if you like sports and you like Pat, first of all, why?
Gross. Second of all, you must be Jeff.
I mean, sports. You must be Pat's mom.
I would listen to it. It's a good show.
Yeah.
If you like sports.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
We hate it, and Pat's gay.
We'll never speak of it again. This is how you drum up support. You got to start a fight where people feel bad, and then they go booey him.
This isn't really a fight so much as we're just bullying him.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, go listen to his podcast. Leave us a review on iTunes. We are 92 reviews away from us going and bothering my mother in Fresno.
Yeah, so if you that'll be really the Mean Boys, season finale. It's going to be a big.
Well, yeah, none of us are leaving Fresno alive.
Yeah, it's a big sweeps week episode for us. So yeah, go do that and give us your money on Patreon. I could have done the iTunes review in that point. So this person writes, Never have I ever had my man bits so enthralled by such an amazing coalition of voices. You're already trying too hard.
Yeah, shut up, dude.
I know multiple syllables.
Thanks for the review,
Enthusiastically
Deadpool.
stimulating from every angle as I try to maintain a somber expression and keep my composure. Okay, we get it. You had a Zanga page.
Right. Yeah, if you could delete your review, that would be great.
That'd be great. Yeah, we're 93 reviews away.
For beating that guy up.
I listen in the workplace, the mailbox where you cash your permanent disability checks for being too autistic to be a Walmart greeter.
What kind of fucking Civil War letter of a review is
and
this?
I worry that my hidden pleasure will soon be found out, but until then I will continue to let that sensationally stimulation collection of words and... God, dude...
Shut up.
You're giving me a toothache, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking just say love the show.
Yeah, this man is the worst. Leave us 5 stars and no words, ideally.
Yeah, you can do that. Well, we need words.
No, give us words. We want words.
We got to mock them on the show.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I want the next reviews to all just be about how lame that guy is.
Oh, yeah. No, well, no.
I'm kidding.
Let's not mess with Canada Thrust with a K, which is a weird...
That's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he's not even Canadian.
I don't even think he fucks.
He's Canada's fun. This is the guy who was really into like monkeys and ninjas in high school.
Oh, yeah. When he's like,
What's
well,
wrong
dude,
with
they're so random.
Yeah, what? Random pirates, what?
Yeah, this guy has a loot box
I
subscription.
over-drooled that fart sound effect.
Oh, did you really spit on yourself?
It was pretty funny.
Oh, it was straight up goopy, madoopies.
Yeah, so I'm gonna DDoS loot box so you can't get your monthly package of the Walking Dead treats. And the Patreon still exists. When we get to $2,000 a month,
It is so hot in this room. Connor cannot keep his eyes open.
it fucking hurts, dude.
You look like Popeye, dude.
I don't want to be alive right here, right now.
He looks
anymore.
so bummed out about all things.
Dude, I'm just trying to... Okay, so if we're 200-some bucks away from... We have to do 7 of these in 7 days. If you do it soon, we'll have to do it during the goddamn summer.
Oh, shit.
And we're going to die. It's just going to be... I'm just going to buy a whole, like a Little League game amount of Gatorade and just keep that on deck to keep us all fucking... Like a little IV of...
Electrolyted up, yeah.
Yeah. So to do that...
$5 a month gets you bonus episodes,
weekly bonus content, and then $10 a month gives you a little fucking goodie delivered to your door.
Yeah.
This month we're doing a rear window decal of Keith and Tom peeing on me, done in the art style of iconic, profound-ish newspaper cartoon Calvin and Hobbes. And who doesn't like that? Why do a Ford
the estate
logo?
of Bill Watterson. But
The estate. Is it called an estate if you're still alive?
oh yeah, I forgot he's not dead.
The guy that is Bill Watterson.
Yeah, the bank account of Bill Watterson.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we're basing off Water and Watterson and Power.
Yeah, so go do the subreddit, our Mean Boys, and enjoy some titillating discussions about, I don't know, whether or not Ramsey exists.
Yeah, and, check out the mayonnaise race war. Also, online stuff you can do. Fill out the tour sheet. Let us know what city you will come to come see us. We want to go see you. We go based on what you guys fill out. Let us know where you live, where you'd go, how many people you could bring, if we could sleep on your couch. Yes, that is a real question. If you live in Seattle or Portland, you may want to keep the second week of August relatively free. You don't have friends. You're not doing anything. But leave those open because we are going to be up there.
Dude, I don't support you attacking our listeners like that. That's not very...
Shut up, nerd.
We like to lift them up.
We'll be announcing venues and tickets and all that shit for that very soon.
Out of their wheelchair vans that they arrive to our shows in.
Hey, we've only had several.
And then a guy teletypes with his eyes, I listen to you guys while I get my sponge baths.
Yeah, while they milk my glands.
Yep.
I assume you have to milk a wheelchair guy's prostate like an angry cat.
It really distracts me from the process of kneading pus out of my fucked up knees. I'm still spelling Karnak wrong, even though I have nothing to do but learn how to actually spell it all day.
Carnok. It's not that hard, people.
So subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like us on Facebook, I guess. And
Tom, anything to add?
Good episode.
Great.
All right, enjoy it. Hey everybody, welcome to the Mean Boys Podcast. Bring asparagus to your enemy's funerals. I'm Connor McSpadden.
I'm Keith Carey.
I'm Tom Goss.
And I'm...
a Build-A-Bear full of cottage cheese.
Hey. Yeah, that's you, boy. Man, we used to sit down and really just like, okay, but is it what would the Build-A-Bear Pat be filled with? And then Keith was just like, fat item, lumpy objects. Just put those together. And
watching them just light up in sequence like a hurtful mind.
I literally, before we went to air, I was trying to guess what your slam was, and I came up with a garbage bag full of raccoon parts, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I wasn't far off.
I feel like the only reason
that's
I
not
didn't.
bad.
I feel like I've done that on somebody else.
That's probably where I got it.
You're more of like a raccoon with a bunch of fat possum parts, though.
like
like a turducken?
Yeah, we're
we have,
Island of Dr. Moreau, the comedy writer.
You guys, we just went full circle because on Pat's first appearance, we called him a possum turducken.
Oh, shit,
The
that's
episode
right.
is literally called the possum turducken.
That's right. Fuck.
I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, which is a great way of segueing in. This is Pat's, fifth appearance?
I am in the Five Timers Club now.
Yeah,
It's very
now-
exciting.
Fifth time.
Now Tom Hanks is going to come in and give you a jacket. So.
But this is my first time with Tom because
Yeah.
I'm usually the Tom replacement.
Yeah.
You told me
Yeah.
one time when Tom's out, you need a guy who is either stupid or nice. And I'm honestly, you never told me which box I checked.
Yes.
It's good to be here either way.
Well, I mean,
You're a little dumb and a little friendly.
well, here's the actual thing. That was a lie. What we told you. What happens is if I do fat jokes about just one person, they get stale. So when we don't have Tom and it's just all Keith, it's at a certain point it gets exhausting. So I get to just sort of ping pong back and forth. But now, I mean, I'm like any of you at a buffet at this point because
Oh God, the joy in your heart is truly.
it just looks like I'm sitting down to have a meeting with the fructose lobby. You know,
we look like we're about to Shark Tank different flavors of Lay's potato chips to you.
ooh, what potato chip flavor do you feel like is underrepresented? Because we
Salt and vinegar.
Oh, you're saying they should make salt and vinegar chicken tenders the other day?
How amazing would salt and vinegar chicken tenders be?
Bad
Yeah, super bad.
No,
fish.
I think
it would be fish.
I think it would be.
fish is great.
Oh yeah, wet chickens. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the chicken of the downstairs parts.
Anytime Lay's gets super creative with the chip flavors, there's a couple that are just absolute bangers.
Yeah.
Every time.
Bangers.
That biscuit,
No, you're thinking of the thing that goes with mash.
that biscuits and gravy chip. I was so bummed out at how good it was because I ate it thinking oh, what a funny thing, and then it's like the best chip I've ever had, and I'm like, now I gotta be me and tout the merits of the biscuits and gravy potato chip.
I remember because you used to eat a lot of biscuits and gravy at diners and stuff,
Right.
And I remember the first time I saw
Yeah, you
biscuits.
did have a big biscuits and
you
gravy
did,
phase.
You did, and I remember
I fucks with gravy, dude.
Like that was Keith's blue period.
That was my goo period.
yeah.
the first time I saw the biscuit and gravy potato chips, I sent you a photo of it, and you were real unhappy with the fact that I was sending you photos.
Well, yeah, that's not what you just think of me when you see fat abominations.
Like I feel about you feel about the Jack in the Box promotional menu, but probably how addicts feel about when they found out about crocodile because they're like, oh man, it makes your skin fall off, but it feels better than heroin. I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
I follow promotional fast food items the way the rich urban youths follow shoe releases.
Oh, yeah. I go to the Hype Beast. No, Ham Beast is the name of the website. You go to the new fucking Carbies are coming out.
Yo, I got diabetes hype too, fam.
Hype too. Yeah, fucking the Jack in the Box promotional items are always just what do we have in bulk that is expiring next month?
Yeah.
Okay, we have 11 tons of pepper jack cheese. Okay, we have I'm looking at. We have an entire farm full of jalapenos that's being burned down to create room for cows to graze in the Argentinian rainforest. Yeah, and the bacon-based products. Okay, the hot mess burger. Let's do it. We just.
I missed the riff a minute ago, but if you could insert something about waiting in line at the supremely high cholesterol store, I would appreciate that. Yeah, just work that back in like 30 seconds ago.
We'll edit it in. We'll fix it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Pat, if you want to do, that was like when Napoleon Dynamite gets shoved in the locker and then kicks a few seconds later. That was a hot topical reference from 2004.
It's literally a hot topical reference.
Oh yeah. Man, that fucking movie was everywhere.
Vote for Pedro. Remember that?
Dude, I had a vote for Pedro shirt.
I did too. Yeah,
and I got it. This is going to be the lamest thing I've ever said. I got it before that movie was cool. Because I saw that movie at like a test screening thing, like a promotional thing, like when it first came out.
Yeah,
and they were just giving out votes.
So that's why there's that dog sex scene. They got one really vocal comment card for a guy who's like, well, maybe Ken could fuck a dog.
Wait, I was like, oh, this is like a fun, weird little movie that like no one will ever care. And then it exploded, and I was like, oh, this is lame now.
When we first moved here, we went to the old zoo, where they took all the animals out of, and now you can go like have a picnic in like cage or whatever.
I went on a bad date there twice.
And either Napoleon Dynamite or his twin brother, because that dude has a twin brother in real life.
Oh, shit.
John Hader does?
Yeah.
No shit.
One of them was horrendously neglecting their kids as they were running around in like all these animal cages. And we thought it was John Hader, and then the kid screamed out from one of the cages, "I'm a liger," and that sealed it. We were like, "Oh, that's got to be him."
Shit.
And he was just
He's like, "Now you pay
buried in
attention
his
to me,
phone.
Dad. If I shout out your one memorable role."
The answer was
Hey,
no.
Dad, Blades of Glory was pretty good.
I think you were in that thing with Reese Witherspoon where Mark Ruffalo was a ghost.
Man, we're probably like 5 years away from him reprising the role on SNL for something.
That's going to be a Jimmy Fallon reunion for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was an animated Napoleon Dynamite series.
Oh, yeah.
I
just tanked.
Saw that and ignored it.
It wasn't bad. I watched a couple episodes, yeah.
And we want to talk about like indie movies that went popular, like fucking the carpet bagging. I'll tell you this: I saw Kimya Dawson live after Juno came out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's something that I think Rhino Records in Claremont with my mom.
Man, that explains everyone you've ever had sex with.
No, you know who? So the guy who played the penultimate Doctor Who explains everyone I've ever had sex with. But that was actually a great show.
Yeah, I love Kimmy Dawson.
It was very good. But yeah, there's one part that was kind of funny where she's like talking about like, yeah, it's weird, like everyone like likes me now because of this movie, and I'm not really used. I'm just like a poor folk singer. You know? She does what we do, but with folk music more or less. And then she does this one line in this one song about like basic people or something, or like sad lives. She's like, oh, every season of Friends on DVD, and then she stops and she just breaks out laughing. She's like, I met Lisa Kudrow at the Independent Spirit Awards like 3 days ago, and she was so nice. And she goes back into this heartbreaking song about whatever the fuck.
That fucking rules.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Man.
Okay, well that was a good trip down memory lane.
I didn't know any of the names you just said.
Tom,
I dare you to repeat either one of them.
There's not
someone. Lisa Kudrow.
Okay.
Yeah, you put the accent in the wrong place, but you got all the letters correct, which is a huge improvement for you, because this would usually be like Lenny Krabopowicz or something.
Yeah, I will give you $10,000 if you can name the lady who played the guitar on the Juno soundtrack that we were just talking about for 8 minutes.
Alyssa Tomei.
What?
Was I close?
Not even a little bit.
No.
What's her name?
Kimya Dawson.
Oh, it's the same kind of.
No, shut up, idiot.
Prestige.
It's time for the Mexican joke off.
Ay, so topical.
Yay. All right, guys. A Washington, D.C. restaurant has expelled a transgender woman trying to use the women's restroom. Damn, Sarah Huckabee Sanders can't catch a break this week. Here's the thing about Sarah Huckabee Sanders I've realized. She is so ugly. If you make any joke about her, people automatically assume it's about her appearance.
Yeah.
You know, if you
I
could
don't even think she's that ugly, though.
She's super ugly.
Yeah, she's pretty beat, my dude.
No, I mean, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is like a Midwest Tinder, sure, why not? Like, that's, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you're operating in the Keith Carey sexual economy.
I'm talking just sheer physicality.
The Mean Boys' horny summer has reached a new low.
I'm off the market. This is all just me Hannibal Lectering from behind a fucking cage of pussy.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're off the market. What do we buy? This will be, not since the biscuits and gravy chips were discontinued, will the fat community community have such a bad day.
I like that Connor has finally been having more sex than me for like 2 weeks, and now he wants to talk shit.
Well, no, I'm just implying that you're generally worthless. This isn't like this has nothing to do with me.
All right,
the
tough
same,
but
it's
fair.
the same thing we always do. Buddy.
Here's the point. I would fuck Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Like, I wouldn't be excited about it, but if there was nothing on TV and no one else to fuck, I'd be like, sure, why not?
Yeah, if you and me are doing a gig and I'm in a bad mood and we don't want to watch, fucking YouTube videos in
Yeah.
the same hotel room, you'd swipe until you hit,
Yeah. I fucked uglier people. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you certainly have.
yeah.
You
Name
masturbated,
names.
so I mean, hey, am I right,
Cha-cha.
guys?
Oh boy.
Oh, what a
Take this shit back to 2004 with the Napoleon Dynamite talk.
oh, pipe down, you lunk.
Why, I oughta. What the fuck are we doing?
Podcasting. I called you guys fat as I leaned all the way back in my chair and burped up a very good amount of Jack in the Box.
Yeah, we need to have an intervention about you burping onto the microphone.
If I get a single complaint about it, I will keep
You've
doing
received
it.
several from us.
Yeah, but from the listeners.
No, I just mean like it's a gross thing to do.
You know how that was it was a deep burp because I could taste like 3 ingredients. I was like, oh, there's the sourdough bun, there's the spicy chicken, and there's the tomato.
I
Wow, that
don't
was
care
it.
if you burp. I'd rather you not. I don't. As long as you don't just keep stopping.
As long as you do it in
farting
the
on me.
house, so I can keep it.
Yeah, as long as
keep
you
an eye on
keep not farting on me, I'm fine with it.
I've been pretty good about farting on you.
Yeah, you've been better in the last.
I don't know
couple
how to
weeks.
burp. Did I ever tell you guys that?
I can't do it either.
Wait,
Really?
Pat, what the fuck?
That's why we're so fat.
Yeah, I can't. Like if I could just force one burp out, I weigh 130 pounds.
Wait, so I can just hop on Pop Keys and releasing a Macy's Day Parade float of noxious chorizo gases until you're a little tiny guy. You just look like an empty toothpaste, and you're like, whoa.
Do you get the thing where whenever you have to burp, you open your mouth and it sounds like a haunted house door opening? It's just like a weird creaky noise coming out. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly what you're talking
Who did
about.
that sound like? It sounded like a old friend Bane.
Oh, Tom loves Bane.
Hey guys, we're doing Bane.
Every fucking episode. All right, my turn.
It never stops.
A family of rats. No, I'm kidding. A family of rats ate $19,000 in cash from inside an ATM. If you'd like to see a gang of scavengers turn hard-earned money into worthless shit, sign up for the Mean Boys Patreon.
Oh, damn, dude.
I spent 5 minutes trying to write that same joke. I do have a Mexican joke off Showdown for
Hit
that
it,
one.
dude.
Yeah, hit it.
Rats devoured thousands of dollars after it was found they were living inside of an ATM. On the bright side, if they're living there now, that means there's a vacancy in Keith's mom's pussy.
Damn it.
Utilities are included.
The hot water doesn't work in my mom's pussy anymore.
Did it ever?
Oh, clearly not, because I'm alive. I'm probably she tried to like hot fire hose me out of her cunt.
Yeah. She was just like, turn the sink to the right. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's like, all right, we're trying to do like a boil and bag dinner situation here.
Yeah,
let's
but
see if
someone twisted the wrong nipple and it came out with cold water.
You get the landlord to come fucking seal up her cooch. Yeah. Continue.
A police officer choked out a man wearing a tuxedo in front of a Waffle House, making it the fanciest thing to ever happen at a Waffle House.
Man, that would be cool. Like that's like a power move, like a southern like rappers should do is just like have like a big like gala in the parking lot of a Waffle House.
Not
you
even
know?
in the Waffle House, in the parking lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then they go inside or something, do a music video. That'd be fun.
I love that shit.
Anyway, Saudi Arabian women are allowed under. Damn it. Saudi Arabian women are on the road today driving after a long-time ban was finally lifted. It's being called the most dangerous day in Saudi Arabian history. They're bad with motor skills. Oh! They got no hand-eye coordination for anything larger than a needle and thread.
That's Andrew Dice's Clay.
Oh, yeah.
Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane has publicly stated that he finds Fox News to be racist and embarrassing. In related news, the kettle is still reeling after the pot's allegations that it is black.
The pod is the guy that does a voice for Cleveland.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was a white dude. I didn't even realize that.
Oh, yeah,
for
it's
a long time.
one of the whiter people that there is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, R.I.P. the Cleveland Show. I've talked about it a lot.
It's a
but
bad show.
It's pretty good, dude.
It's
the Anti-Mama episodes were funny. It was like the Medea parody.
It's like
you know?
bad.
It's pretty good, dude. Rollo, he's always getting into shenanigans. That bear that just
Man.
like, I like how the character the bear on the Cleveland Show is just like, okay, so Seth, are there any voices you haven't run into the ground yet? And he's like, Russian, kind of, and they're like, you got it,
Ruin it up.
come be a bear.
God, imagine thinking anything is as funny consistently as Seth MacFarlane thinks a talking baby is.
Oh, yeah, man. What a hard life.
Pat, you're up.
Border Patrol is stealing the children of illegal immigrants and making them live in an abandoned Walmart. The plan is a joint effort from Customs and Walmart entitled Rolling Back Parents.
Oh, I got a blue light special on a crying Mexican. I was trying to think of a better word. And I was just like,
I mean, there's a few, but you didn't want to say them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Man, the abandoned Walmart. Because that was like we got
the poorest episode of Scooby Doo.
me and my friends were kind of like zombie kids, sort of before it was like a big thing, I guess. And they had the zombie survival guide, and it was always like, find an old Walmart. So whenever I hear about that, I just think of just like just being full of teenagers, just like, all right, where are the machetes though? Was this not one of the cool?
I was in so many
redneck Walmarts.
I was in so many of those like zombie survival group MySpace pages. Where
I didn't know they had MySpace.
Oh, there were a
pages.
ton of them, dude. We
Oh,
would
no
like have
shit.
contact and make plans and everything. And then like it was always a weird moment when you saw somebody drop off and you're like, oh, they realize this isn't real and they're sad.
We had a pretty like tough moment when we hit 14 or whatever. And we're like, I think we just really want our lives to be different. It kind of seems like what
we just like the idea of everyone being dead, so we
about
can
here.
start over.
Yeah. We kind of there's nothing here for us. All we really have is each other, and we need some outlet for our frustrations. And the hypothetical Walking Dead of our fellows seems to be the best.
Every
fantasy.
zombie fantasy just boils down to fucking nerds being like, what about a world where I took initiative?
No, it'll never happen.
That is hilariously accurate. All right. Next joke. According to 3D technology, Julius Caesar had a disfigured head, giving him his new name, Wopworf. Oh.
That was the most sincerely hurt sound anyone has ever made on this show.
So, because you're
Worf from Star Trek.
Okay, yeah. I was like, is there like a Waldorf that's got a fucked up head? And
No, he's Italian.
He's a wop because he's from what eventually became Italy.
Yeah,
that'd be great to go back in time to Rome and be like, "What's up, you fucking wops?" And they're like, "We don't know what that is." As a matter of fact, we're speaking Latin right now.
Oh man, just show them a picture of just like a fat Italian just mook and be like, "This is where your bloodline ends."
Yeah.
You walk up to Alexander the Great with a picture of the situation, just like, "No, this is your empire, buddy. This is what you did."
Yeah, you're ruling over all of the lands of man. Well, you're going to die of meatball poisoning.
I just love
what I realized that with speaking of shitty Italians, like he used the elephants to fucking fight those people or whatever. The Hummer is really just the modern day elephant. They really have the same genes. Like an elephant is the closest you can get to like a big dumb like fucking Escalade or whatever that you roll up with all your other like Goomba meatball fuckhead friends. Hannibal was the first Jersey Shore cast member.
Hannibal was from North Africa.
I guess. I don't know a lot about history. I'm just trying to do a riff here.
Okay, so then the Escalade is the modern.
Yeah, he burned down Rome. He wasn't Roman. He attacked it. He was from North Africa.
Tom,
here's what happened. Tom,
based on the several strategy games I've played, where I get all my world history from, you're incorrect. Because why would I be able to build the elephant units if I wasn't?
What happened is Connor started that ill-advised riff, realized he was talking about somebody else, and then tried to smoothly land the fucking airplane Sully style.
I was hoping someone would at some point interrupt me.
Nah, I wanted to let you go.
To tell you were wrong.
You see that? Yeah.
I was like, how many ways can he come up with that a Hummer is like an elephant?
The answer is none,
Zero.
really.
Yeah.
And
they're both kind of large.
And you know what I was thinking? Honestly, I was like, they're staring at me with their blank expressions because they can't comprehend such a smart,
I was
riff
stuck
about
on how do you not
history and
know?
the parallels.
This is from the guy who Wopworf went over his head.
Wait, what were you going to say?
Oh, you're
Tom?
giving me shit for not understanding Tom's terrible joke?
No, I'm giving you shit for not understanding.
No, Pat was
Hannibal.
giving me shit.
I'm trying to have
Tom
and I are forming an alliance.
Hang on, so I want to. First
No
of all,
alliances.
Alliance.
All right, you fat fucks. Okay, look. Number one, so you're mad that he doesn't understand who Hannibal is, right?
Yes.
That he doesn't remember all the specifics
Right.
there. Let me ask you a question. Remember when we were talking about Friends earlier? What's the name of that lady from Friends?
When were we talking about?
I rest my case. Remember we asked you to name two names and you got one right? Can you do it again?
I'm convinced that Tom was a
hang
really
on.
precocious 12-year-old, and he has not been able to retain any information past.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you comparing fucking Hannibal to Jennifer Aniston's buddy? Is that what's going on right now? And calling me dumb for it?
No, it's just weird the things that you do remember, because I don't know shit about Hannibal.
I know a lot about Hannibal. I like to drink pickle juice on my elephant.
But I can tell you the names of the people who spent...
No, hang on. That was great. You get points. Okay.
Oh, no, we can't give points. We might be...
Points got me too.
Yeah, we don't really do that anymore.
Points.
Now you get... I don't know. What do we,
Smiley emojis?
Yeah.
yeah.
Rapes. No.
Pants.
Sure. It's your turn to do a joke.
Oh, okay. Antivirus software mogul John McAfee is recovering after allegedly being poisoned by his enemies. In his first tweet after 3 days of hospitalization, he wrote, "If I was using the trial version, I'd be dead right now."
That's right down the middle. Speaking of points, Chris Hardwick's mother-in-law has spoken out in his defense. Because if anybody has a healthy grasp on how to leave an emotionally abusive relationship, it's fucking Patty Hearst.
Yeah, dude.
Who's
Wow.
Patty Hearst?
Patty Hearst.
I've
got
never.
kid-
I didn't hear anybody else in the world make that connection.
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
I've been
Yeah.
actively trying to stay off Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, where are you going to get all your great SpongeBob memes like me, dude? You're fucking missing. He's up to. He's got a lot of stuff
I'm so
going on.
bummed because I didn't see anybody post it. I was like, I feel like a genius.
Keith, I'm not saying this to be mean to
Yes,
you.
you are. Whatever you're about to say. We are on a show called Mean Boys, and you're my biggest antagonist. That's your only function is to be mean to me.
All right.
This
well,
is why me and Pat have an alliance. all right?
don't.
Because neither of
Stop
us
it.
understand any
Yeah.
references.
Stop it.
Fist
all right.
bumps.
Okay, well, you're the fucking
Damp maroons.
Well, all right, Bluto, you're a hack. Let's move on.
all right.
Patty
whatever.
Hearst was the third lady from Friends. It's Cujo Aniston and Patty Hearst.
Who is Patty Hearst?
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Also, her last name's
Remember that
Hearst?
episode where Monica robs a bank with Gunther?
Well, no, Patty Hearst is, you know, that girl that Doug liked? She got remarried to the guy that invented funerals. And
Patty Mayonnaise. Did she hyphenate it or is it just Hearst?
what an unappetizing name.
Patty
Mayonnaise.
Patty
Yeah.
Mayonnaise
Imagine,
Hearst.
like, dude, imagine getting fucking balls deep in patty mayonnaise. Those are two things that uncooked beef and mayonnaise are the two things furthest from my mind during a sexual
You guys are
encounter.
focusing on the wrong thing, okay? Imagine a mayonnaise hearse.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't have to imagine when I'm going to see one in 12 years when you die.
Yeah.
12 years, that's up.
I mean, yeah, it seems about
Mayonnaise
right.
colored hearse, my friend is dead. Like that Kanye line.
Speaking of which, rapper XXX Tentacion was shot and killed in Florida. Police efforts to revive the rapper were unsuccessful, mainly because those efforts just involved turning off your body cams and planting a weapon on the dead guy.
Oh, shit.
I just love the idea that the cops showed up and they're like, there's a dead black guy, but we didn't do it this time?
Yeah.
Do we still follow protocol?
Yeah. Well, no, I
He's
do.
got two knives on him.
Nothing better than hearing Pat say XXX Tentacion. Like it was
Tentacion. I pronounced it correctly.
Tentacion. Yeah, what are you, Hannibal?
It's a dumb name.
He's not Italian.
I know. I'm being self-deprecating. Are you worried that people are going to be misinformed after they listen to this very stupid
he's one of
podcast?
my
Yeah, I want
historical
Tom to
figures.
host a podcast about Hannibal called Tardcore History.
I just want Tom to admit that he thinks Hannibal was the dude from the A-Team. After all this, all these riffs.
And then the Khwarizmian Shah wouldn't let me keep spoons for my pudding, so I hid them nobly in my dresser. End quote.
All right.
It was the first conversation I had with a parrot, but not the last.
Loki,
Avast,
rest in
ye
peace.
dirty scoundrels! I will rape thee in the butt with the sword.
Also, I'm a pirate now.
Yeah, Joe pointed it out a long time ago. When he does the battle scenes, it's so fucking good. Where he's just this little nerd, and he's just like,
And with my last breath I hack at thee. End quote. Now that's pretty scary stuff.
yeah, I'm doing a pretty good Dan Carlin right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It's
I know
not bad. I believe you.
All right.
Yeah, I don't listen to him. This joke's pretty bad. A woman got her head stuck in a truck's tailpipe when she decided to see if she could put her head in the tailpipe.
The setup's great. I can't wait for the punchline, but the setup's
The
gold.
truck was heard screaming, "Why didn't you use lube? This hurts." I should just say setups from now on.
A woman got her head cut off after somebody cut her head off.
Oh no, she kept her head in the tailpipe for about 45 minutes, and then they sawed the tailpipe off.
I was going to
so-
say they sawed her head off.
No, but that she deserved it. I mean, like,
There's this guy in my school who's like you know when someone's a bully, but they're too stupid to even be good at bullying.
Yes.
You know, he was just trying to be mean to get you and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? He got his head stuck between a fence one time and had to have like the Noonades come like butter him out. So he's just sitting there. He's just like on his knees with his head stuck in between the fence. Just like, God, fucking shut up, you guys. You know, and they're like, stop, just calm down. We're trying to. So it's just every time you saw him, it's just this fucking dumbass got his head stuck in the fence.
That would be great if they called the cops and they're like, we're not going to fall for the lady in the tailpipe.
God damn
What, you
it!
think I was born yesterday?
That was the third time this week.
We got more mumble rappers to not murder.
This town has cops from the Andy Griffith Show.
Why is that black guy bleeding so much all over that fancy Cadillac? He was only 20 years old.
He was coming, going. I don't know which way he was going.
This is Don Knotts arriving on the scene of the XXX murder.
How did he get his blondes? They're blonde up top and they're black down below. I'm so confused.
Man, I want to watch Barney Fife go down for
I don't
police
know
brutality.
these characters, but I'm enjoying
This
it.
would be a good ass like Barney Fife in The Wire. Like,
Everybody put your goddamn black hands up. You gotta bring that shit to somebody else's neighborhood.
That would have been Kong ain't got shit on me.
Okay, WikiLeaks has published information about the identities of ICE agents in a dump being called Clangy's List. Is it Clanny?
Oh, okay.
Angie's List?
Can
The
you explain it more?
other, so Hannibal was a North African
Keep Hannibal the fuck out of this.
Italian man who loved elephants.
Yeah.
And he dreamed of one day riding in a motorized coach with big wheels that wasn't very fuel efficient.
You're
And he
going
rode
to
his
have a
elephant
Hummer
right
one
over
day.
Bill
I can
Cosby's
feel it.
Wait,
career.
what?
You're going to be like the last person to have a Hummer one day. Like when you get big and successful, I could see you and just pretending it's an elephant. That's my dream. For
Wow,
you.
Tom.
It's a good diss. It's a good
no,
diss.
it was not.
One day you'll have enough
buy
money.
a Hummer and pretend it's an elephant when you make more money than me and stop
Just
answering
stop talking about Hannibal.
It's offending you so much.
I am
He's a
officially
good guy.
withdrawing from the Pat Tom Alliance in 2018.
All right,
You got no allies left, dude. You're gonna fall under the boot of
Hannibal
Rome.
is my ally. The ghost of Hannibal shall defend me. in
No, I'm not
time of-
into it. I'm Italian.
I'm gonna start reading Carmen's.
Hey, that's historically inaccurate. Meet the ball. A drug-addled man was arrested doing push-ups in the middle of a busy intersection. He told authorities he was just filming the training montage for his upcoming film, Crack Rocky.
Hey. Yeah.
It's kind of a joke.
He wears the same outfit as regular Rocky when he trains. It's just a dirty sweatshirt.
Exactly.
That sweatshirt is just like he clearly sweat through that thing so much. It's fucking grimy in that movie.
Yeah, it looks like the wrapper of like a really greasy cheeseburger where it's kind of see-through.
Oh,
'Cause all the grease.
yeah. Dude, that's a Keith Carey paternity test. If you hold your baby up to a Wendy's wrapper and you can see through it, it means Wait, are you pregnant? Nope, still says McDonald's. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, let me just check the pH in my gravy jacuzzi. All right, we're looking good. Let's get in, honey. Did you take your Cadbury cream egg birth control? Okay, cool. I'm gonna fucking raw dicking you tonight.
Wait for you to get down out of this octave.
It's never happening.
I've never seen somebody enjoy their own joke more.
You've done 180 podcasts with me. Yes, you have.
God damn it, you love you.
I'm great.
Jesus Christ. Melania Trump responded to the border crisis with a jacket that read, "I don't really care, do you?" The move was eerily reminiscent of the time Jackie O showed up to the March on Washington with a shirt that said, "LOL, you mad," with 3 crying laughing emojis.
Oh, yeah, when her favorite show was Just Shoot Me.
Yeah, God, that jacket is... It's almost breathtaking in how bad of a choice it was.
I mean, I just felt bad for the guy who designed that very cool jacket.
Yeah,
You know?
I would wear that if it weren't that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not entirely convinced she can read, so I give her a pass.
that's fair. It did look like somebody
what
just like
Melania-
wrote it on her back while she wasn't looking. It's like a kick me sign for the whole media.
Yeah, well, what's fucked up is it looks like she made it herself, or like she had it commissioned. You
Yeah.
know, so it's just like, oh man, she got like fucking Kanye to come make her a cool
I was
jacket.
gonna say if Kanye wore that jacket, we would be talking about it as the greatest fashion choice of all time.
I mean, I really hope that Jamar Neighbors was able to track one down because I believe he had a coolest monkey in the jungle hoodie that he either had made custom or got before the fucking deadline.
shit.
Because Jamar's amazing.
Yeah.
No, I did. The thing about Melania is she has an accent, so it's impossible to know how smart she is.
God, that's so true.
You know, like I don't even want to call her dumb because she might be very aware and just like English is her second language. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I'm just like, all right, who has like a weird Russian accent? Like Vladimir Putin, who's an evil genius, but also everyone else from Russia who is stupid. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Bunch of fucking the turnip cuddling mooks.
the Italians of further over in Europe.
Yeah.
I got him.
What?
Just do your joke.
Europe. Scientists played Shakira to fetuses to see if they responded to it. Andrew Dice's fetus kicked out in Morse code, "Hey, Doc, I thought you were against late-term abortions, you kooky cock of sounds."
You kooky cuck of sound.
So much going on with that show.
I don't know where cuck enters the equation.
He's cucking sound. That's...
Explain.
I'm trying to explain. All right, we should move cuck away from the liberals and just the ideas of a bad thing happening and taking away from the good thing.
So you, in your joke, you
Yes.
used the word that you had
Right.
redefined, but you had not informed us of how you'd redefined it.
It worked.
And kind of.
You were just too dumb to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, you're...
Well, what happened is
Look,
the
you're
cucks watched while Hannibal rode the elephants over the hills of Italy.
all right, you're fucking... You and your Tubby Compadres all fucking gave you a sympathy laugh, and you thought that it made...
Did I ever tell you about the music?
I just wanted to say Tubby Compadres.
the music we played for my son in the womb.
No.
We tried Mozart and all that shit, and he didn't respond at all. And then one time we played.
Oh, you did?
We played "Humble" by Kendrick, and he went nuts. He was kicking the shit out of my wife's stomach. And now to this day, it
Sounds like somebody who listened to rap.
it calms him down. Like if he's having a temper tantrum, we play it, and he just stops crying instantly.
I thought it was
wow.
going to be something way lame. I thought it was going to be Billy Joel.
Didn't
for
you
sure.
put on something stupid? to see
Oh,
what he did?
he also was really into Limp Bizkit, but I have eliminated
Yo,
that from memory.
You know who definitely wasn't? You putting that on your wife's stomach.
Yeah, she did not like that. Yeah.
So anyway, a top Netflix executive has been fired for using the N-word, but he's landed on his feet and is fielding interviews to work for HBO, Go Back to Africa, Cracker, and Racist Hulu.
I had an HBO Go Back to Africa joke that I scrapped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, something with you and me. We're bonded together, dude.
Our fucking joke period.
We're like
synced
Harry
up.
Potter and Voldemort, you know? Every
Yeah.
time you're around me, I get a headache over there. That was the worst thing I've ever said.
Yeah, it definitely top 5 or bottom 5. An online debate has broken out whether Tony the Tiger is queer. This is the biggest serial-related moment for the LGBT community since the trans outing of Frankenberry. I forget, was it on Mean Boys or just in personal life where I had a big conversation about Frankenberry being trans?
That sounds like enough.
Or it might have been Boo Berry, because Boo Berry does look like every trans dude I've ever met. Where he's just like, he's kind of masculine and he's like butched up with the fedora, but he also kind of has girl face. Like,
Who is
I'm
Boo
going to
Berry?
pull up Boo Berry right now.
Boo Berry is the mascot for the cereal Boo Berry.
He played,
he's a ghost in a fedora who loves Boo Berries.
Played Phoebe on Friends.
I'm way more connected with the serial community than the trans community,
Yeah.
but this kind of makes sense.
Look, I have, eaten both a lot of cereal and a lot of trans people.
Yeah, Boo Berry does not look like a FTM woman.
I never
Like, imagine
knew.
Boo Berry with just like a spackly kind of like non-beard.
Yo, yeah, like some 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, I'm a husky 13-year-old boy and I'm doing my best, and that is it.
I could picture him doing it at Hamburger Mary's.
Yeah, and I don't even
Yeah.
mean this as an insult. I would probably bang Boo Berry when he was a person.
All right.
I never knew Boo Berry was a thing. It's a food?
Dude, I want to open up a...
That's a cereal, Tom.
There'll be a...
It was all there in the joke. All the information was presented.
Well,
to you.
no, that was about trans people.
Yeah, but it started being about Boo Berry. Anyway, what?
Right. Did you say it was cereal in the joke?
Yes.
Well, then I have no excuses.
It might be the first time in Mean Boys history you've just admitted defeat.
Yeah, it was the first time I was wrong.
Yeah, this and the Van Damme Academy.
Yeah, it's been twice.
By the way, Van Damme Academy bumper stickers coming soon. If your kid is an honor student at Van Damme Academy, you'll finally be able to rep it. All right.
Fashion designer Kate Spade has committed suicide. Her death is being called both a senseless tragedy and a fantastic summer rollout for her new line of floral print body bags.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Pat.
This is
That was both hurtful and not that
You know
good.
what? You doing this? This makes me realize is like
That'd be like if I was like, whoa, this Avicii guy made a lot of house music. I wonder if he's also rolling in his grave, gang, huh? He does ecstasy. That's what you did.
I like that your bailout now is Italian guy voice.
Oh.
Hey.
It's always been.
I have a mulligan joke if you want to see me fail twice.
We sure do.
Yeah, of
Actress
course.
Lena Dunham joined the protest of immigrant separations in a Texas border town today. Dunham riled up the crowd by saying, "Let these children stay. I haven't even had a chance to molest most of them yet."
Oh, shit.
I like it.
Thank you.
You got Opie in the kitchen.
Thank you, Opie.
it worked. Do a
Opie's
third
in the
one.
kitchen with dreadlocks. Opie's in the kitchen, I know.
Making weird Caribbean chicken. The house is gonna smell weird.
Boom, boom.
Oh, dude, we found Tom's. Tom, you're fucking be a great jug bass guy. You know?
Yeah, no,
Didn't you wait? There was a time where you were briefly trying to be inducted into like to play the jug bass.
No, it wasn't a jug bass. It was a
wash tub or something.
It was a wash tub bass.
Yeah, and then you quit. Someone was like, "You got to be the wash tub player for."
It gave me a blister the size of my palm. And
Really?
I was like, yeah, on both hands.
You were too fat to play the fattest instrument ever invented.
How is that? How is that? What does that have to do with being fat?
Nothing. I'm just trying to get.
Yeah.
Did you lose your job to an animatronic bear?
He's going to lose this job to an animatronic bear.
I'm pretty much just going to become an animatronic bear at some point.
I just love the idea of like, all right, let's go to Tom.
If they
Physical bit on the podcast, but I'm moving like an animatronic bear.
If they put
Yeah.
if they put my soul in one of the bears at Disneyland, no one would know. It would just be, oh, it said a dumb thing. Let's go get wet down Splash Mountain or whatever the fuck. I almost said Splash Mild. I know that's wrong, but that's what my brain made me say.
What'd you say, brain?
My brain made me do it.
Tell you a joke, Tom.
Wait, did you already go?
Pat went.
Pat went.
Pat went twice.
Oh.
Remember, Lena Dunham was there.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Like a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
A scientist was shot dead on a camping trip in front of their daughters. If this sounded any more like a superhero origin story, Stan Lee would have ruined the shooting with a cameo.
All right. Hey.
That's pretty good.
Thanks
Wow.
you. Thanks you.
I do like when Tom is pleased with himself after a joke does well. He kind of like looks to the camera, does like his like 70s Johnny Carson thing. He's like, hey, wait, all right.
We'll be right back with Jack Hanna Animal Facts.
I don't know if I've ever touched the color of my shirt before, but thank you.
Well, yeah, no, it's
All the momentum just stopped immediately.
well, it's too tight up against your skin. You barely
Yeah,
contain
you got a lot
it.
of neck, is the
Yeah,
point.
no, I know.
Well, that was the Mexican joke. We all simultaneously realized we don't like our show anymore.
I never liked your show.
All right, well, we'll be back
That's
with
why
no
we're in
Pat.
alliance.
Damn it,
Yeah.
the Alliance is back.
All right, more Mean Boys in a minute.
How the fuck are you, everybody? It's your boy, Mark Malloy, the pride of South Boston, the Irish hustler, the manufacturer of the finest toilet wine this side of Dorchester. Holy fucking shit, kid. What the fuck is happening in America? I mean, I didn't vote for any of these motherfuckers on account of I'm a convicted felon. Yeah, there was that one time I stole the Mr. Met costume and used it to fuck Mike Piazza's smoke show of a wife. But every time I turn on the news, it's just fucking, this just in, Rome is burning, and the president just called everyone with Down syndrome the N-word. It's too much to keep up with, kid. I feel the same way about political news that I do when I'm getting yelled at by a Puerto Rican. I don't understand most of the words, but I'm picking up enough to know that something is very wrong, and I'm in a lot of fucking trouble. So that old fuck Anthony Kennedy decided to quit being a judge so he could go spend time with his family. Great. Because we all know every family is super fucking excited to spend more time with an 82-year-old man. Oh, the oodles of fucking memories your kids will make when they ask the waitress at the Denny's to blend up a pork chop so they can pour it down your throat like a fucking baby bird. I'm sure your grandkids are fucking tickled pink for you to sit them by a fire, tell them the story of the time you let the American justice system get butt plundered by a New York ferry so you could spend your remaining hours on a fishing trip. Look, you fucking fuck, I get it. If you're in politics and your name's Kennedy, you got two options. Quit while you're ahead, or quit having a head. But you couldn't stick around for a little longer till we got rid of this Trump fuck? Now that mook's going to get to appoint another justice, which, knowing him, will either be Richard Spencer or, like, the Orange Fanta girl. Go fuck yourself, Kennedy. I'm going to come to your house and bust a nut in your dusty-ass wife while you watch from the bench. How's that for a swing vote, you fucking queer? But hey, I'm not the fucking type to sit around pissing and moaning with my dick in my hand. I'm a solutions guy. It's like my grandma always said, when God gives you lemons, steal a car. That's why I'm officially announcing my candidacy for the Supreme Court of the United States of fucking America. Am I qualified? You bet your fucking nutsack I'm qualified, kid. I'm serious. I did the math. I've spent more time in a court of law than all 9 current justices combined. I've been arrested 372 times on charges ranging from illegal distribution of Japanese erotica to third-degree chucking a brick at my ex's car, all the way to grand theft Mike Piazza's wife's pussy. And all that time, I've learned 2 important lessons. Number 1, to have respect for the hard-working mascots of the MLB, because holy shit, that baseball head's got no fucking ventilation. It was like deep-dicking somebody while your dome's stuck in a fucking Indian sweat lodge. And number 2, the law ain't fucking rocket science. I mean, these crusty old fucks come out in their big fancy dresses, looking like fucking Mrs. Doubtfire on her way to a funeral, and they spend 6 months figuring out shit that should take like 30 seconds. Should it be legal to refuse to bake a cake for a gay wedding? Absolutely not, because it should be illegal for a straight man to bake cakes. You telling me you want a straight man's croissant where he's just eyeballing the measurements and shit? Fuck that. I want the delicate, fussy nonsense of a good queer-made pastry. I got a cousin. He's a big old fucking queen. Kid's taking more shots to the face than a mafia snitch. And that motherfucker made me a cupcake so good my phone automatically downloaded the complete discography of Cher. To paraphrase the famous nursery rhyme, patty cake, baker's man. Don't make me a cake unless you got doinked by a man. And then you got this fucking travel ban where they're not letting Muslims come to America. Fuck that shit. I mean, look, I get it. Islam is a terrifying set of rules and traditions that I don't understand, and it makes me very nervous. It's like Scientology or algebra. But you ask me, you want to keep a bunch of Johnny Jihads from going all friggin' kablooey, you let them into America, and then you let them see what we're packing out here. Oh, you think Allah's cool? Well, check out what the USA's got to offer, Ahmed. We're talking football, whiskey, those Kyle's Jr. commercials where they get supermodels to tongue fuck a Western bacon cheeseburger. There's this fellow who works at the corner store. He's got one of them names, sounds like you're trying to sneeze and snore at the same time. Every time I go into the store, he's reading their fucking squiggly Bible. He's bumming everyone out. I take him out for one night at Kalani's. I swear to God, the next morning, he sells his prayer rug, uses the money to buy 3 copies of Ted 2 on Blu-ray. It was fucking bonkers. I can go on, but you get my point. Everybody in Washington is fucking retarded, and if we keep hiring the same old cunts, nothing's gonna get better. So, I don't know, vote for me or whatever? Is that how this works? No? It's not a voting thing? Fuck. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I gotta do some research. But first, I gotta go make a stop at the Piazza residence and see if I can get my cock ring back. See you around, you fucking queers. And the Mean Boys Podcast returns to play another round of one of our favorite new games. This is called Lost in Translation. Pat, you've never played this one. Basically, I went through the internet. Movies and TV shows have insane fucking titles in other countries. So I found some of those, and basically, we got to figure out which one of these is the real name of the thing. You get it.
I get it.
It's every Mean Boys game. Here's a dumb thing. Here's several things it might be. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
So let's just start with number one.
Which of these dead kids is the most
Gay.
Korean? That's the, yeah.
Yeah.
The Ring?
Correct. Tom's on the board.
Wow.
Probably a side game where we just make Tom feel good. I also like that we keep doing this game and it keeps working despite you guys having seen 0 movies.
I've seen more than 0.
Yeah, I haven't seen that many.
Yeah.
I've seen a good amount of movies.
Okay.
It's multiple choice, right?
I've just seen different
yeah,
movies.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, so round number one. And I mixed TV shows in here a little bit as well because I found some good TV ones. So number one, quote, Macaroni Rascals. That is the name of something.
Shit.
Now, is that A, Goodfellas, B,
Hell yeah.
B, Jersey Shore,
Okay, all right.
C, Ratatouille, or D, Master Chef Jr.?
It's got to be Master Chef Jr. Which, and then that's making me think of Master Chief Jr., which is kids try to be Halo soldiers.
The Macaroni Rascals is like a little Rascals gang. It's just me, Tom, and Pat.
Yeah, that's what your new podcast
Trying to
is
steal
called.
lasagnas off windowsills.
It
Where
sounds-
you guys are all very all about respecting fat spaces.
Sounds very Rugratsy,
Okay.
but that's not one of the options.
I was talking to Yusuf Roach and Katrina Davison when we did the Gateway show, and we're talking about like the white guys that try too hard to be woke, And
Yeah.
we were just talking about that for a little bit. And they're like, "So what have you been up to?" And I was like, just respecting black spaces." That's my big hobby, just like staying out of things.
Yeah, just dismantling the patriarchy.
Yeah, all that stuff. All right, yeah, I'm going Master Chef Jr. for sure.
I know what it is.
Oh,
that's right. I told you this one.
Yeah.
When the first 2 choices were like heavily Italian things, I thought it was going to end up being like a Hannibal documentary.
He's not Italian.
I love your annoyed voice because you just start sounding like
He's a fucking North End. Stop disrespecting black people.
I didn't see Ratatouille, but I feel like that's an accurate name for rats. I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. And Tom, you know what it is.
I do.
The correct answer, B, Jersey Shore.
Hey, that's awesome.
All right, number 2. The movie is called The Unbelievable Trip in a Wacky Aeroplane. Now, is that A, airplane, B, soul plane, C, snakes on a plane,
Black people affording plane tickets? Preposterous.
A, airplane, B, soul plane, C, snakes on a plane, or D, United 93?
Can I hear the title again?
The Unbelievable Trip in a Wacky Aeroplane.
Oh man, that's got to be Airplane, just the movie Airplane.
God, if you do a remake of Airplane now, you gotta have like a 9/11 subplot to it.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, there's someone who's bummed. He's like, oh, man, that's an easy check, but I don't know if enough time has passed.
Yeah, just counting down the too soon calendar.
Yeah. And he's just like, all right, come to September 12th, 2021.
I legitimately had an idea for a script I wanted to write one time, and then 2 days later realized it was basically Soul Plane. It was the worst 2 days of my life.
What is the plot of Soul Plane? I thought it was
All right, it's called R&B Blimp.
Rhythm and Blimps.
It's called Funk Dirigible.
I'm going to agree with Connor.
Okay, it's the Motown copter, and get this. We can use the technology that they use for Grand Moff Tarkin on Bernie Mac himself. It's going to be fantastic.
It's the Jive Jet, guys.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there you go.
I agree with Connor. I think it's just Airplane.
Okay.
Okay, so here's my logic on this. I think you think about 9/11 a bunch, so I don't think it's D. That one's about 9/11, right?
Well, yeah, I never forget.
Yeah. You never forget. I don't think it's A, because
You know who else doesn't forget? Elephants. You know, what Hannibal rode back home to Italy, where he lives. What a weird running joke this is.
Yeah, dude, here's why he got the elephants. They're so good at stomping on grapes in the goddamn vineyards.
Man.
They're unstoppable.
Dude, Hannibal, that cannoli-eating faggot.
Yeah, fucking wearing his big dumb elephant Armani suit.
Dude, motherfucker loves tank tops and
you're
gold chains.
disrespecting Africa.
Yeah, dude, spray tanned ass Hannibal. The best general in Italian history.
GTL, Jim, Tan, lay waste to my enemies.
A is the most
The
obvious.
fucking macaroni rascal.
B is, I think, also the most likely for you to think, and that is why I think
Macaroni
it's C.
Rascal is Mike Racine's podcast, right?
You think it's sea snakes on a plane?
Yeah.
Terrific. Tom is wrong. The answer is airplane.
Yay!
Number 3, speaking of Tom, quote, dimwit surges forth. Dimwit surges forth. Is that A, Forrest Gump, B, The Ringer, C, The Water Boy, or D, A Beautiful Mind?
That's like Five Goes West, but for being dumb. Could you read those off one more time?
Yes, A, Forrest Gump, B, The Ringer, C, The Water Boy, or D, A Beautiful Mind?
It can't be A Beautiful Mind. That guy was a hyper genius.
It's got to be The Water Boy.
Okay.
Because I feel like, he's really surging forth in that movie. Johnny Knoxville's dumb, but he's not the dimmest witted person in that
True.
movie.
Though that is a movie about retards running, so it couldn't be more.
Well, yeah, so is the first one.
About That's a very good point that I didn't think of
but
right now.
he's not really racing anybody. He's racing from his problems, And, he turns out the answer was within him all along.
Yeah. That dimwit.
No, it's
Age?
funny. We're talking about 9/11. I forget that Keith was supposed to be on the 9/11 plane because that's still like the 8th most fucked up thing about him.
I know. I forget that sometimes too. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everything that ever happened to me is the worst thing.
Yeah, then you're just like, oh man, my life is a miracle. But fuck, remember that one time when my mom did everything?
Terrible miracle.
Yeah, if you really are just like, wow. So a lotus flower grew in. I'm looking here. Henry Kissinger's asshole. Like,
Yeah.
just,
I'm like a shooting star that hit an orphanage. Like,
yeah. Like, wow, it's so big and bright and ouch.
aw, I'm just alive enough to know this is sad.
It's not a special needs orphanage.
Well, it is afterwards because they have no legs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There
It
you
was
go.
Forrest Gump, The Ringer, A Beautiful Mind, and what was the other one?
The Water Boy.
The Water. Surges. Okay.
I love watching Tom watching these.
The Water Boy is also what Tom thinks that Aquaman is called.
Yeah, Water Boy, Fly Dude, Robot Black.
Tom is the water on the brain boy.
Yeah, I think it could be Forrest. Part of me thinks
Yeah, it could
Forrest
be any
Gump.
one of the four because it's a game where you have to pick the correct one, and all of them are feasible. Which
Yeah.
is therein lies the game. You figured it
Well,
out, Tom.
no, the one that's not feasible is D because it just doesn't make any sense except for the fact they fucking electrocute him. But he's not dumb, but it also makes no sense, and that's why I think it might be D.
Okay.
And that is why.
and
So
that
your guess is D?
I'm gonna say A.
Okay. After all that.
Yeah, Pat hates our podcast.
I
And he's
really-
quoting catchphrases from.
I really,
I like
really
Tom.
hope-
That's 1/3 of your podcast.
Well, I'm the worst part. Don't like me.
Cotter's here.
yeah.
Hey, we're all terrible.
I'm the guy who edits the podcast.
Before you read the choices, I thought it was Forrest Gump, but I think the Water Boy fits better.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stick with my original thing and say Forrest Gump.
Cool, you're both wrong. It was The Waterboy.
God damn.
Oh, suck a dick, dumb shits.
I would have gotten so depressed if it was A Beautiful Mind.
I know, that's why I put that one in. 'Cause I knew it would trigger you.
I legit would have fucking just left the podcast.
He was misunderstood.
Yeah, he had friends. He made them up, but they were there. Number 4, Lethal Trap. Is that A, Die Hard, B, Air Force One, C, Sleepaway Camp, or D, The Crying Game?
What is the
I mean, the
Crying
crying
Game?
game is a trap joke.
Yeah, so is Sleepaway Camp. Half these movies are about being trapped by bad guys, half of them are about chicks with dicks.
That's what they called trans people on 4chan, a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Crying Game?
The Crying Game is about people that fall in love, and then the lady is like, surprise, here's my wiener. And the guy's like, oh, I don't care for that at all. But then later he's like, what the heck?
And then he's like, well, I'm time to put my initials in because looks like I just got the high score in the crying game. What a beautiful piece of dialogue that was.
I've never seen The Crying Game.
No, neither have I, dude.
Never had less of a desire to see anything.
Does it have Michael Gibson shooting dudes with mohawks? Then I have not seen it.
Yeah, Sleepaway Camp is fun because it's basically the movie Friday the 13th, but at the end, the twist is the murderer is the Crying Game situation.
Oh.
It's just like a terrifying dude or a chick with a wiener.
Well, I don't know or care, and I have no riffs left, so I'm going to pick A.
Excellent.
What was the name of the movie?
There were 4 movies.
No, the foreign name.
Lethal Trap.
Lethal Trap. And what was A and B?
Die Hard, Air Force One.
Okay, I'm gonna say the sad trans one.
Okay, The Crying Game, I think you mean?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The Lethal Trap House is how they interpret The Wire. But I will go with what was B?
Air Force One.
That's I'll go Die Hard.
Cool. Once again, Tom is wrong. It was Die Hard.
Hey.
Hey. Oh.
I'm,
was that the first one?
What's up?
Was that A?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm doing great.
I'm
Yeah,
batting.
you're kind of paying attention.
I'm batting 100% wrong.
Bro, I'm straight up sending booking emails right now.
Oh, man, that's wildly disrespectful. Why don't you do our podcast, you piece
Nah,
of
dude, I
shit?
got to see how many retweets my Andre 9000 Photoshop got. Not enough to warrant the time I spent doing it when I should have been writing sketches for this show.
It's okay. We're all... I can just feel the tumor in my brain getting a little bigger.
No, I'm going to go on Reddit, and I'm going to keep playing, and I'll still beat you guys.
God, I hope you get AIDS, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah, yeah, I'm not going to kiss you, so I think I'll be fine. You're so gay, I could get AIDS from kissing you.
Wait, you can't
That's
get
a pretty
AIDS.
good joke,
No,
honestly.
it's not.
It's pretty
No,
good.
it's not good at all.
You're so gay.
No, it's just...
It doesn't go through HIV except for
Yeah,
one case of
I know
AIDS.
how AIDS works. AIDS.
AIDS. Oh, yeah. Did
I know how AIDS works, you
You got
fuckface.
your fucking tongue is too fat to say how
you-
gay you are correctly.
Can you
collapsing
kiss
it on
AIDS
yourself.
into people?
What?
Can you kiss AIDS into people?
Yes, nobody correct Tom. Oh, man. I just want to write a list of facts about AIDS and then see which ones Tom buys.
Oh man, yeah.
No, you can't give people AIDS from kissing.
If you like spit
But
on,
you just have to bleed
if
in
you
their
like
mouth.
spit on a scab, could you,
you have to get your blood in their blood.
Okay, so bleeding in their mouth wouldn't do the trick?
yeah,
That would get it done.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that does work because there's no vampires in West Hollywood.
What?
Plenty of vampires in West Hollywood.
I guess that's where gay people are. They're sucking blood. Anyway, I got some memes to look at, guys.
All right, next one. Well, Tom or Connor, you suck.
Hey, I'm trying really hard.
No, I know. Now we're flipping it around. I'll give you the real movie name. You have to tell me which of these is the correct foreign name. Number 5.
C.
I'm walking you in right now, and you don't get to change your mind. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Is that known as A, Hamburger Rain? B, Beef Hurricane?
This is the story of a hurricane.
No, this is fucking Keith's wrestling name.
C, Pork from Heaven? Or D, God has spilled his dinner?
Ooh, no, are meatballs pork? Can you make them out of? I feel like they're beef.
Pork and beef, yeah.
Really?
I mean, if you go back to Hannibal's original recipe... Fuck
The inventor of the meatball, African General Hannibal.
Man, he tried so hard.
to make meatballs?
No, to destroy Italy.
Yeah, well, it seems like Italy's destroyed him. God, imagine being a historical figure and then finding out 3,000 years later, this is what's happening. And this is the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
real conversation being had about you. in
This
any
is your
kind of,
entire
like-
legacy.
Oh,
Yeah,
plenty of
dude.
people talk about
Well, yeah,
Hannibal.
and furthermore, Alexander the Gay. You know, like no matter how much you're gonna do, like eventually it's gonna be like, yeah, fucking, yeah, I guess not. Anyway,
I get
Well,
what you're
they don't speak English. They won't understand us.
I would translate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have translation options available. Are you not playing the game, Tom?
We have a UN translator trying to figure out, like, how do I translate gades?
Yeah, and then and then Hannibal puts on his little UN headphones and he's like, "Why I oughta know?"
Hey, oh, hey, what's the matter, you?
I only speak the fucking most disrespectful dialect of your language.
I can't wait to find out that Gades is the translation for Philadelphia.
Evergades.
I should have looked up Philadelphia.
That's about a movie
I thought
about
Gates
AIDS
were
in
those
Florida.
little Gatorade pouches that you don't have.
Oh, yeah, the little Gatorade juice box.
Oh, man. Gates, is it in you?
I'm gonna be completely
I'm going to
honest.
say Meat Rain or whatever the first one was.
Hamburger
I
Rain.
forgot all
Yeah.
of them.
Okay, Hamburger Rain.
No, what's the movie too?
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Okay, I remember now.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, also your mental state.
yeah,
Hamburger
Tom,
Rain.
Again, you've, everything about Hannibal, nothing about the thing you just heard.
Hamburger Rain, Lisa Kudrow. No.
Stromboli Storm.
Who is Lisa Kudrow?
Phoebe from Friends. I told a boring story about her 20 minutes
Oh, that's
ago.
who you were referencing?
I said her name. I said her name explicitly.
And they asked you to repeat her name, which you did.
Tom, we
Yeah,
just,
what did I
we just
say,
had a big
Melissa
conversation.
Twat or
We have the recording. We just had a conversation about how Lisa Kudrow rode elephants
Right.
into Italy to
Yes.
attack the stronghold of Rome.
No. Now you're goofing.
For Christ's sake. A, Hamburger Rain. B, Beef Hurricane. C, Pork from Heaven. D, God has spilled his dinner.
I like Pat just pulled out a picture of his son as on his background to look at him and be like, well, this is what I'm neglecting you for.
I'm gonna just go with my favorite because I've been using logic throughout all the rest of these, and it's gotten me nothing.
Okay.
So my favorite was God left his dinner or whatever it was.
My favorite is the one I kind of remember. Cool.
I have a joke that nobody's going to get, but Hamburger Rain is my favorite Prince Fielder song. Yeah. There was a fat baseball player named Prince Fielder. And I just Purple Rain. I put...
He played for the Lions, right?
Nope, that's a football team.
Oh no, sorry, the Tigers.
No, wait, the Bears. Oh, my.
The Jack?
I meant the Tigers.
That might have been the most perfectly clean Tom is a dipshit moment in the history of people.
Did he play for the Tigers?
He did play for the Tigers.
That's what I meant.
Wow,
They're
dude.
both from Detroit.
Different cat.
I knew a thing. I said it wrong.
Hamburger Rain.
All right, cool. And what has become the rhythm of this game and my favorite thing in the world, Tom is wrong. You guys are right. It's Hamburger
Yeah,
Rain.
God
bro.
damn it.
I think
dude.
Tom is 0 for however many we've done.
Yeah, I am.
I'm going pretty good, dude.
Do we have another one? I gotta get one.
I got two more.
Okay.
All right, this one. Finding Nemo. Is that A, seabed general mobilization? B, most amusing sushi frolic? C, fish party Australia? Or D, swim quietly, Larry?
Oh, shit. Fuck, one of these is right. These all sound like... Okay.
Who's named Larry in that movie?
I don't know.
I think it might be... Maybe they changed his name.
That doesn't make sense.
I think it's Ellen's character.
No, that's actually a movie about Larry the Cable Guy going to the YMCA in Compton.
There's no.
Can you run through them one more time?
Yes. A, seabed general mobilization. B, most amusing sushi frolic. C, fish party Australia. And D, swim quietly, Larry! Exclamation point.
I'm going Fish Party Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with Swim Quietly, Larry.
Okay.
Shit. I think it's like the We're Moving Fish Tank one.
Do you mean seabed general mobilization?
Yes.
All right. I hate to say it. Tom is correct.
Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah!
And finally, number however many.
Dimwit surges forth.
Hey, Tom, shut off one-off South Park character.
And lastly,
Mr. Hankey is broken into the studio.
you sound like fucking David Lee Roth, dude.
I don't know who that is. Should have done another time. I don't know who that is, but fuck yeah!
I hate this.
This is Tom as a homeless Cajun man.
We're all just carpet and bullshit, baby.
I live in a bucket.
I've been scraping since '98, bitch. West Side.
All right, last one. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Is that A, Hollywood complaining man? B, happiness is impossible. C, Jew attracts many misfortunes. Or D, swim quietly, Larry.
Oh, it's gotta be happiness is impossible.
Can I hear him again?
Yes. A, Hollywood complaining man. B, happiness is impossible. C, Jew attracts many misfortunes. Or D, swim quietly, Larry.
Ooh. He's not swimming in that.
Tom.
Does he swim? I've only seen one
he's
episode.
there's 75 episodes. It's about him doing rich guy shit. I imagine he swims at some point.
Does he swim in the pilot?
I don't think that's the focal point of the show. I don't know, Tom. I'm not helping you follow your.
Does he swim in the pilot?
You can't phone a friend.
Yeah, and also like Opie's just finished watching the pilot of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I remember the pilot.
Hey, shut up,
Does
Opie.
he swim in it?
I don't feel like I should tell you.
I think it's D. I think he swims in it.
Yeah, at least Opie respects the ethics of it. If Tom's right, I'm going to shit my pants with rage.
He's going to be right. Opie just spoiled it. I'll go with the series of unfortunate Jew events.
The 20th century? Is that the title of the show?
The correct answer is D. Swim quietly, Larry.
Oh, yeah! Oh, baby!
I swim in the pilot. I was not swimming all in the pilot.
Okay.
Oh, holy shit. Well, that's it for Lost in Translation.
Kaboom!
You want to throw it to commercial, Weird Voice Tom?
Oh, yeah, the mean boys will be right back.
Is life getting you down? Do you feel overwhelmed with the stresses and triggers of the modern world? Recent studies show that 11 out of 10 people worldwide suffer from a medical condition known as fuck this shit-itis. It's an affliction that causes you to experience pain, depression, and the sensation of your brain slowly collapsing in on itself and becoming a white-hot neutron star of pure blinding hate. But now there's a cure. Introducing Pfizer's newest medical breakthrough, Walking into the Sea. Walking into the sea is proven to cure every affliction as you willingly surrender your body to the cold, silent womb of the earth. Patients who have treated their fuck this shit-itis with a one-time dose of Walking into the Sea report instant relief of symptoms, a sense of calm and euphoria, and the sweet release of sleep eternal. One dose of Walking into the Sea, when taken in tandem with our other medication, Pockets Full of Very Heavy Rocks, is FDA approved and proven to silence the nightmare that is our daily existence. Walking into the sea isn't for everybody. Do not use Walking into the Sea if you are pregnant, under 18, or hopeful for a day when the pain and stupidity will end. Possible unwanted side effects of Walking into the Sea include boogie board collisions, a gross fish touching your leg, and in rare cases being rescued by a passing mermaid and becoming the Prince of Atlantis. Ask your doctor if Walking into the Sea is right for you. He probably won't know what that means, but if you act like your back hurts, he'll probably give you a bunch of fentanyl, and that is close enough. Walking into the Sea. Ride the wave to peace.
Oh, the Mean Boys podcast is back, everybody, to read your questions and listen to your voicemails in the Mean Boys mailbag.
Woo!
It's a Mean Boys mailbag. Fuck everything. God is dead. Send us an email or give us a call. Have you ever heard the one about keeping the dog? It's a motherfucking Mean Boys mailbag.
That's where we put the new jingle.
Yeah.
There's actually no voicemails, but leave us a voicemail at 304-805-MEAN. That's 6326 for all you fucking simpletons out there. We love the voicemails. We know we trash you guys pretty hard, but we love you. So please call in. Let us know if you're about to undergo any risky medical procedures or if you've done any vague crimes.
Call us, Sonny.
So at Cliff Tonio asked.
We need to put an
what?
end to this now. This is not going to be another ace-hole situation.
Yeah, I don't love this guy.
Yeah.
I don't love fucking Crawdad the dummy.
Oh, I do my own thing.
We just killed Mystery here.
Tom,
We should have let him die.
Tom just turned into like a child beauty pageant contestant of a race that he does not belong to.
I'm
or something.
beautiful. I'm so beautiful.
I quit this show.
Nobody's listening anymore. This is really bad. Dude.
My hips refuse to quit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I can do it, so.
They refuse to quit making it hard for me to buy pants.
Oh, for God's sake.
What would Tom's professional wrestling persona be?
Whatever the fuck he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is this Mrs. Ear?
no.
way to keep the riff alive, my dude. Tom's professional wrestling persona would be any wrestler that just like dies at 37 of like vague brain trauma.
So all of them?
Yeah, exactly.
Tom studied improv at UCB. Kaboom.
Yeah, his wrestling persona would be Chris Benoit, but someone else's cat instead of kids.
I feel like my personality would like.
Your wrestling persona is brain damaged Alf. The discussion is closed.
I feel like I'd like start fighting and then halfway through I'd either just kick the shit out of the guy or just start punching myself and lose that way.
Yeah, you're fucking Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Brett the Hitman Heart Disease.
Yeah, there you go.
Nacho Man Randy
You
Savage.
say Stone Cold Steve Autism?
Oh yeah, how about this one? The Gay Undertaker. Fucking quadruple H because he's fat. Stupid Batista.
Hulk Hogan.
There it is. I often play Pat's which of the following old-timey baseball names from episode 75 for people I think I would be reluctant to listen to the Mean Boys. What other grandma-friendly topics will Pat provide in the future?
I've got a killer game about peanut brittle coming. Strap in.
My mom played my grandma the dressage, which of the following?
Oh, yeah, I
because
forgot
they
about
love
that.
dressage. Like that's my fucking grandma's Super Bowl is Olympic dressage. She's like, "Whoa, this horse is the fancy pranciest," and it's just the dumbest fucking shit. But yeah, you got, what other dumb old shit do you know, Pat?
Has having a kid made you less edgy?
I was never edgy.
Well, yeah, he's perfectly round.
Yeah. He's like one of those brownie pans where there's no edges.
This
Less chip on your shoulder?
No, I've never.
They're all in his stomach. Am I right?
Has it made it-
I'm talking
any
about
change
potato
for you?
chips.
I've never been edgy.
Yeah,
doing this
the only
podcast.
change he gets is from the drive-through.
I like to.
I'll keep doing it.
Pat tried to speak, and you literally swatted at his hand like he was a child reaching for cookies he can't have. You're like, no, Daddy has to be mean and loud.
Quiet, you! I'm trying to call you fat 5 times.
Hey, it was funny 2.5.
Diminishing returns.
Anyway, what are you edgy? Or
is
what's your
the
deal?
kind of enjoyment you get from curly fries.
This is why I don't talk much of the podcast. I'm being 100% genuine.
To answer your question, no.
No? Okay, but has it changed you at all?
Having a kid, yeah, yeah, a little
Well, if
bit.
it didn't ruin the edginess, what else can it do?
Well,
No, I'm just
that was never that edgy.
I'm just saying I was never edgy. Like doing this
Right.
podcast is the edgiest thing I did. This is my
what
equivalent of like
you
the
do
guy
at
who goes
roast
to weird
battle,
sex
I guess.
parties.
It is funny because you do roast battle, and like everybody's like, "Oh, those roast battle people are like, they say anything," and you're just like, "This is the nicest man."
Yeah, and Pat's like, I can't wait to have a Dodger dog with my beautiful wife. Like, you just,
Yeah, Pat, whose energy is just the only stepdad you're not mad about. You're like,
Right,
"Oh, I mean,
yeah.
my mom had to get remarried, but Pat's the guy.
My goal has always been to be the most non-comedian comedian on earth in terms of personality.
That's
Yeah,
a
you're
great
killing
goal.
it.
But
Yeah.
what's the biggest thing that's changed in terms
well,
of your
you're
personality?
killing
I-
the first part. I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, there's,
You're not a comedian.
yeah. I mean, there's a whole person I gotta take care of, and like,
So it hasn't
I-
changed
you can't-
your
here's-
personality.
I know exactly how you feel.
Here's what it is: you can't just make decisions to go do a thing without checking in and making sure that it like you have all your bases covered.
Right. Jesus Christ, dude! You're sliding over from being a parody of the guy we hate to just being the guy we hate.
Yeah.
Oh, he got there 2 segments ago for me.
That was the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Now I believe
That's
race-
damn fine detective work, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, I know how to crack a case.
Yeah, when do you think we find?
case
When
of
do you think we all
mystery?
get red pilled? I mean, that's coming.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Sure.
Wait, you getting red pilled?
No. I'm
Who?
The real answer about the kid is it's made me a better person, but I thought that would give Connor like fodder for like 20 minutes, so I didn't want to say it.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. No, I fucking.
You're
Pat's
a good father. I got you, buddy.
Yeah, he's a good dad. I don't know. Pat's great. I love Pat. He's awesome. Anyway,
Well, good luck
Next
and
question:
good
why
luck.
is Pat so? No, I'm kidding. What are some ideas for small ways to rebel against the man without risking life and limb? Well, do what I do. I protest every day when I get lemonade in my Chipotle cup. That's a good one.
That's just mild theft.
Yeah. No, to rebel against the man.
It is hard because it feels like what can you do? It's like you either just
The
throwing
man's
pipe.
the man's gonna win.
Yeah,
Right.
Have a good time.
But yeah, basically, it's find the less upsetting version of the man and just to hang out over near that.
I think there's just too many men. There's a bunch of big mans,
Yeah.
and they can.
Why isn't anybody asking how to strike back against the woman?
Oh, go camping. Nah, the man doesn't have control of the national parks. That's
The National Park Service is a division
a branch of the government
it's
that
a
is
division,
failing.
It's a division of Manco. Like
right.
it's
But it's one that drains money. It doesn't provide any income for the government. It just drains money.
Okay.
But
So we all go
you-
live in a park.
go.
We
Yeah,
all go to Yellowstone.
Yeah, go camping.
I say split your rent 12 ways and refuse to pay water and power.
damn
There
right.
you go. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we're 6 more people away.
Yeah, no, sincerely, you're doomed. It'll never. There will be no great collapse. Everything is just
Go
gonna
camping.
Everything's going to get more and more expensive. You're going to make less and less money every couple years. You won't be able to do something else, and then eventually we're just going to be, fucking slaves.
I
mean,
like
my-
I
my
like
si-
Joshua Tree.
I have a genuine, sincere answer to this, which is if you really want to strike against the man, like in a small, whatever way, make anything. Like, make a thing, whether it's a piece of art or
Yeah.
a fucking functional
That's a
thing.
good one.
Create anything rather than just consuming what has been given.
I agree with that. That's a great
how you-
answer, and also camping.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm-
yeah.
Camping's
Make
great.
yourself a cooler and then go on Tom's fucking the wilderness, eat a fish with my hand jamboree.
write a book in Refugio or something. And it's,
What?
It's a campsite.
Oh, okay.
It's in Central Coastal.
Wasn't he the kid from Hook?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So we got to make a weird monkey that knows which lions are the chosen ones.
Rafiki-o.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, what?
The riff went 9 different directions. Your point was genuinely
well,
good.
Refugio is one of
Yeah, go
Hannibal's
camping.
most trusted Italian generals.
We gotta go through the woods.
If you were to get a part on a show, but the show itself supported something you were ethically opposed to, would you take it?
Yes.
Example: would you play a gay stereotype for right wingers to mock?
I mean, Connor does every week. Uppity Nancy. I don't know. That's true. Like, I mean, if you want to be as clear as like, oh, this is like, the faggot queer face, like, and we're throwing tomatoes at him. I probably wouldn't do that.
But it's like, I don't know. I work in limited small capacity for big multinational companies that I'm sure aren't doing a bunch of amazing things.
Oh, most definitely.
You know, it's like I'm not like directly like, hey, I'm like, the Nestle's new Twitter guy or something, and it's like, yeah, their cocoa beans are picked by kids with no fingers.
Yeah,
because they were nibbling them off because of all those delicious cocoa beans.
We taste so good.
Cocoa beans don't actually taste very good.
I know.
Oh, you got it.
Yep, I was just trying to do a riff.
This is a nuanced issue. Like, is the role SAG eligible?
I feel like all your roles are SAG eligible.
That was really good.
You're a floppy bitch.
Yeah, it depends on if it's something I like that I'm like. If I felt like I was selling out, I wouldn't do it.
I think there's a degree between like, is it a thing that I just disagree with, or is it a thing I find harmful?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I would do a show that I think is dumb, or that I think is like, I don't really like this idea, but like I would maybe consider working for it.
Yeah.
But if it's something that I think is like actively shitty and like hurtful to people, I
mean, I would maybe do like, I've always fantasized about getting something like that and then just crashing and burning it so hard,
Yeah, oh, that would be great.
Oh yeah, just like fucking, and to whatever degree I could be fucked over back, I think we'd be buoyed by people finding it hilarious.
Isn't that what the producers is?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I saw a movie.
But this is another way where having a kid changes your perspective because,
Yeah,
like,
because you said
all right,
yes
stop
before you got to
bragging
the
about your lack of
100%.
loneliness.
Yeah, I got a family to feed now. I
Yeah,
will
Pat,
feed into whatever stereotype you want.
Can you allude to some of the writing work you've been doing, or is that confidential?
You know which one he's talking
Yeah,
about.
are you talking about my Cheez-It campaign?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, I mean, Tom doesn't know.
This is completely different. This is a product that you wholeheartedly endorse. You campaigned. You were door knocking for Cheez-Its. You were doing phone
the
banking.
whole bodily endorses.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing a lot of branded content, and one of the jobs I did recently was for a new variety of Cheez-It that's coming out.
Is it biscuits and gravy?
You're thinking of Triscuits and Gravy, same parent company.
And they just send like a 30-page PowerPoint presentation with a bunch of like dopey marketing like slogans built in, like we want to penetrate the market for the ultimate binge television watching snack. It's just corny shit like that, and I jump at those roles. If anybody has those gigs to give me,
Oh, yeah.
I sell out every day.
And I was like, so what are you pitching? Like, orange is the new snack? And he's like, that was the first one I sent in. Like,
that was literally the one that they were completely on board with.
yeah. So
I submitted the idea. I wrote orange is the new snack.
Here's
and
what
then
I'm saying. Nilla wafers, get at me. All right, you got an untapped market of writing potential right here at your fingertips.
I wrote a bunch of
Snack
ideas.
Mirror, right?
What's that?
Have we done Snack Mirror?
Yeah, that was the second one that I just brought up to Pat.
Well, what happened, I wrote a bunch of ideas that I really liked, and then at the end, I was so burnt out, I just wrote, orange is the new snack, and in parentheses, I don't even know what this means. And they responded, they're like, we love the orange is the new snack campaign. Can you give us 5 more of those?
I can't believe they needed to pay you to come up with that.
It's embarrassing.
Anybody at the office could
It's
have just-
embarrassing.
How is that not like, yeah, we should have like pun names like, I don't know, orange is the new snack. Not that a good one, but like something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I ran out 3 or 4 of them in, and I was like, cheesier things, which doesn't even rhyme with stranger
No,
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the
man.
check still cashed. So yeah, I would take that role.
Cheesier
Yeah.
things. So what are we talking about? The This Is Rad podcast?
Breaking
shot.
cheese?
Snacking bad, bro.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like that is like I would absolutely take that job as well, and I don't begrudge you for taking it at all. Somehow that bums me out more than the idea of doing a show where I had to be like a coon for gay people. So much, like at least like if you're working for a hateful show, it's like, well, they have a point of view. I don't like it, but they're making some sort of statement. The only statement they're making here is Cheez-Its are good.
I like how they throw out a hypothetical, like, would you play an over-the-top gay character? And Connor's been on TV once, and it was wearing, like, a rainbow print like, leotard and making out with you?
Yeah, the answer is yes, I would do that because I'm going to make my friend $130 before taxes.
South Cheese?
South Park's not even on Netflix, you goon.
Oh, it's for Netflix?
Well,
I thought it was. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
that's what.
South cheese is good. Keep going.
Black cheese?
You're just adding cheese or snack.
Rick and cheese?
The Cheeseland show?
That one's too good. Too good.
Yeah,
Get it off
the problem is
table.
nobody's ever binge watched the Cleveland show except for Connor.
Family cheese? Shut up. Oh, what other TV shows exist?
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Tom, name 7 cheese-themed television
Oh my god,
shows.
Cheddar Call Saul.
Oh, shit.
I got an email to send. I'll be right back.
Friends and cheese?
Pat just remodeled his kitchen from this podcast.
Cheddar Call Saul. I like that show.
2.5 bites? Nope.
2.5 cheese.
You guys, we haven't gotten one good thing out of what we're doing.
God, what other TV
Who is
shows
still listening
exist?
to this program?
Oh, fuck. Mean Cheese.
Game of Cheez-Its?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Stranger Things, but they eat Cheez-It?
Cheez-It to Beaver.
God damn it.
Everyone's binging Leave It to Beaver, you know?
The worst part of this
Malcolm
podcast...
and the Cheese.
Yeah, that's everyone shows those reaction gifs. Me, when I realized Leave It to Beaver's on Netflix, you know, like
The worst part of this riff is that I found out I'm not even the most qualified for this shitty job at this table.
No, that's exactly what you found out that you are. Because, again, we're bad at this.
yeah.
Oh, coming from the guy with Cheddar Call Saul.
Okay, I hit one good one.
That's all you need.
Yeah, take it.
I will. It's all mine.
Gouda.
Stop.
No, I want to hear it.
This needs to end.
This is Cheese Company.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So Pat, you got anything you want to plug?
I got a great podcast called Pat and Jeff Like Sports. If you guys like sports, listen to it.
And cheese.
Pat and Jeff Like Cheese.
That makes sense.
Yeah, dude. Tom, what do you got going on?
When does this come out?
Thursday.
Thursday.
This weekend
I
I'm at
am-
the Madhouse Comedy Club. Come see me.
God damn it. You shitty child prince.
It's fucking July 10th. I have a phone call with my food stamps worker to verify my income for the month of June to see if I still qualify for benefits.
Nobody tell her about our Patreon.
Nobody do that at all. Yeah, no one hit up. I almost said her name as a bit. And I was like,
No, it's a bad move.
let's leave a few things sacred.
July 10th, I'll be at the Clubhouse in Placentia. It's a good show. Come on out.
So come listen to my phone call and then go drive down to Orange County. See Tom.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got. July 13th and 14th, I will be headlining Comedy Off Main Street in Phoenix, Arizona. Please come out to that. It's being hosted by some vague boob lady. Like the flyers are all just like, yeah, this guy's headlining, but look at this lady dressed like Power Girl with a sweet rack that's hosting. I'm like, neat. I bet she's cool.
And cheese.
Yeah.
July 27th to 28th, I'm at the Chico's in Clovis or Fresno, whatever you call that. And then the first 2 weeks of August, me and Connor and Tom will be up in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Portland, Bellingham, Eugene, all over that motherfucker. We'll be announcing dates for that very, very soon.
Northwest specifically.
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
So get on the damn email list. Pat, thanks for coming in. You're always a treat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're a good man.
Thanks, dude. The alliance is back on.
Wait, it was off?
Yeah, I didn't have the heart to tell you.
Fuck off, Pat.
All right, that's the show.
Fuck everything. God is dead.
Crazy.